Welcome. It is a new day and there is nobody out here today. So that means I can talk as loud as I want to today. So let me take this out because I realize I don't need my headphones, right? Don't need that right now. But it is good to be out in the sun. So wherever you are, I hope that you are getting some of this amazing, amazing sun. So breathe. We always got to start with the breath, right? So we start with the breath. So let's breathe. Let's breathe. So in breathing, what we want to do is really focus on the gut. I know you've heard that before, that when you breathe, your diaphragm should actually extend or to go out. It should go out. Your stomach should poke out when you breathe in. Because as you are breathing in, feel all of the air. Feel the air flow and fill up your body. So feel feel the oxygen fill up your body. And so again, remember, we start with the breath, but we also start with grounding. So we're going to ground our energy into the earth. So we take off our shoes. You see, I got my feather, my Ma'at feather of truth and balance today, right? That's the energy I'm in today. So we're in truth and balance today, okay? So, in rebalancing these energies and rebalancing, restructuring, refocusing, we start with the breath. So we move and flow. Every day, we move and we flow. We're just getting the body moving. So wherever you are right now, whatever time it is where you find yourself, just move your body. Because you want to always make sure that you are moving with a state of grace and ease. Grace and ease. That is a state of flow. Not going against the grain, but going in the flow. And once you find your place in the flow, you can create your own wave. You can create your own wave. Thank you, B. The bees are out today. You know, we got the birds and the bees. The flowers and the trees. So, keep moving. So, I decided today that I wanted pancakes. Now, for those of you who know me, of course, my whole thing is balance. I believe in balance. So I eat a pretty balanced diet. Sometimes I want pancakes, and so I eat pancakes. So today I decided to have pancakes. And on my way here, I'm like, my knee is hurting. What is that about? I'm not blaming the pancakes per se, because I still like pancakes. But one of the things that I realize is that I feel my knees feel a little heavy, feeling a little inflamed. So that was just an observation that I made today, a connection that I made after eating these pancakes. So I may have to lay off on pancakes for a minute. So if you find yourself listening to your body will tell you all kinds of things. And one of the things I say often is listen to your body. Listen to what your body is communicating to you. Your body always communicates. But sometimes because we are disconnected from our bodies, and I've been there myself, many times. But in realizing that and being in that awareness, we have the opportunity in the present moment. Whatever that present moment is, it's always now, right? The moment, it's always now. So in the now, we have that opportunity to make that observation or to make those observations and to make different choices. Because in the present, We are creating the future. We are creating the future right now, in the now. And so as we move, we are moving with intention and moving with purpose. My intention today is to get this heaviness off of my knees. And so I am moving my knees, grounding the energy into the earth as my body absorbs the ions in the earth to heal, to reduce the inflammation, as I use the green to reduce the inflammation. And so, wherever you may have pain, discomfort, anything in your body, I want you to really focus on that for a second. Not focus on the fact that there is pain, but focus on what it's teaching you, what it's showing you. So, in those moments, we want to slow down. So here we're going to stop and breathe. We want to slow down and communicate with ourselves and ask ourselves, what is it that you are feeling in this moment? What is your body feeling? What is your body sensing in this very moment? Is it feeling alive and energetic? Is it feeling sluggish and weak? Is your pain body activated? Because you have different bodies. We'll talk about that on another video. But your body is composed of many layers. So there are many bodies. You got bodies, all right? And so we'll talk about that and what that all means. But it's different layers and different dimensions of you. So your pain body is just one of those bodies that sometimes gets activated when there is pain that has come into our inner reality, into our reality. So some of the ways that we can get rid of or address, because I don't even want to say get rid of per se, right? We want to transmute energy. We want to be able to transmute that energy and take everything, take the pain, take it and build it and make it into something else. So in that, we have to stop and examine what it is and why it is. What is it showing you? And so once we are able to see what the pain is revealing, then we can heal it. Then we can transmute it. Then we can turn that lead into gold. So that lead that I may feel in my knees, we're transmuting that into gold, right? Absorbing the rays from the sun, absorbing the elements from the earth, being in action, walking in step, and transmuting that lead and that heaviness, we're transmuting that into gold, into the golden rays of sun that bring healing and shine healing on our vessels. So I know many people watch videos for workout, for different ways to lose weight. You can train your body to do pretty much anything once you realize your own superpowers, once you realize what your powers actually are, that you have the power of choice, that you have the power to decide what it is that you want to do. So when you get up every day, you have the power to choose what you're going to do in each moment. And so in that choice, in the present moment, you are once again creating the future. And so if you decide that you want to lose weight, whether you want to just simply get in shape, stay in shape, increase your cardiovascular flow, whatever it may be, you can do that. Once you decide that that's what you're gonna do, that's what you're gonna do, and that's what you wanna do. So, for me, for today, I am simply releasing the pain in my knees, releasing any inflammation that may be in my joints for whatever reason, whether it be pancakes or anything else. What we want to always do is, one, let me just, I don't know if y'all can hear that, but there was this like cool, beautiful breeze that just came through. So I had to absorb that. I had to pause for that, because we're in the middle of summer. But in the middle of summer, you always know that when that cool breeze comes through, and it's thank you, breeze, thank you, air, thank you. As our brother Ralph Smart would say, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. So it's breathing in the clean, crisp air and feeling it flow as we go through. So sometimes, y'all, you see, there is no script. There is no script. And so part of going with this flow and creating this flow is being able to just flow with the breeze. Because sometimes you really have to stop and just feel what you're feeling. Feel what you're feeling. And so one of the lessons that I've learned in life is just that. For so long, I found myself fighting what I was feeling, fighting whatever it may be. Always feeling like we gotta fight something, on some, for real. I know I did this video, and I mentioned, I was talking about the chakras, and I was talking about The Color Purple, of course, being one of our favorite movies as, melanated so-called black folks, right? One of our favorite movies is Color Purple. I know it's one of my favorite movies, and we all know The Color Purple. Well, most of us know The Color Purple, but when Sophia says, all my life I had to fight, right? That's how it can be sometimes, feeling like, there's always something to fight. There's always feeling like there has to be a fight. And so much of that is in our genetic makeup. It's feeling like there's always a fight. There's always a fight. There's always a fight. And one of the things that I realized is oftentimes, at least for me, a lot of my fight was within. A lot of my fight was within. It was within myself, within my own mental construct. And now here's the thing, when it comes to that, we receive mental programming from the external, right? Think about it, like when we're children come into this thing with their own genetic blueprint, but then what happens is their DNA codes get overridden by other programs, like parenting. Not blaming parents or anything like that, but this is just what happens. Your interactions with other people and what you take in can alter your blueprint by programming, if you are unaware. And because children are children, they don't know because they're children, right? As adults, you come into logic, reasoning, intuition, all those things, and you learn. But as children don't know. They absorb. That's why we say children are like sponges, right? And some of us, and there's some empaths out there that are also like sponges, like these same children, that just receive so much information. And sometimes we don't know what's ours, meaning what's our natural genetic blueprint, and what is programming seeking to override that blueprint. And so that's why it's so important to find your center. This is why I do these things, so that we can always return to center, right? Return to center. Return yourself back to the center of yourself, so that you will always be aware of what is coming from external, what is external programming that is trying to override your natural genetic blueprint, and what is you. And sometimes those things can be hard to discern, but that's why discernment is so key. That's why following your intuition is so key. That's why balancing your gut is so key, because your gut is your intuition. You learn to follow that's what they say, follow your gut, right? And so in listening to what your gut has to say, you're able to have better discernment. And so in doing this, we flow. And we breathe. You'll hear the sounds of the birds chirping. It's such a beautiful thing to just wake up every day and hear the birds chirping. Just little things. It's these little things that sometimes we can take for granted, but it's those little things that remind us truly, bring us back to our mind, to help us get our minds right. Because it's in these quiet, still moments that we can hear spirit. It's in these moments. Whew. So, let me say this. Y'all see this water? I just want y'all to know that I search high and low for this water, quite frankly. Because it really is one of the best waters that I've had, and I drink a lot of water. Like, my primary beverages of choice are water and coffee. So I drink maybe like one cup of coffee. I used to have like 3-4 cups of coffee a day, but now I do like one decaf cup of coffee a day, maybe, right? But anyway, sometimes maybe that and an iced coffee, because I do like iced coffee. But anyway, this is some of the best spring water. Y'all know I always talk about spring water. It's really, really good. You know, I talk about spring water, and if you think about what it is, right? You know my whole thing, what it is, what it do. Spring water is in a spring. It comes from a spring, right? Springs forth. When I think spring water, I think life, right? Like, that's how we think when we think about the time of spring, when there's, springing forward, new beginnings, bunny rabbits, sexing like rabbits, all kinds of things. We think about recreation and all these things when we think about spring. And so the spring water is the water that comes forth from a spring, but it gets the benefits of being, woo, you are beautiful, but you scared me. Y'all see that beautiful oh, wow. So y'all, the butterflies are really, really loving me. I love it. So anyway, y'all get to see me in rare form. So I don't edit these videos. It is what it is. Like, yeah, this is nature happening in real time. I was like, what is this thing? Yeah. Anyway, beautiful, beautiful black butterfly, real life. Can't make it up. So spring water gets to absorb all of the nutrients, all of the minerals that are in the in the rocks, because rocks, they're mineral formations. And so the spring water gets to flow over these rocks and maintain the minerals that are in the water that your body needs. Because I think it's 108 minerals that your body needs in order to operate in wellness. And so that's our whole goal here, is to make sure that we're operating in a place of wellness and coming from a place of wellness. And so whatever information that I can share with you to remind you of some of these things that can promote your general and overall wellness, then I will share those things. And I will always bring you guys the best of what it is that I know. And so if someone out there believes that there's something better that they found, please let me know, or something that gives you a greater benefit, whatever the case may be, let me know. And Mountain Valley, if you want to holler at me, I love your water, and I would love for you to send me some. So send me some Mountain Valley spring water. Yes. Anyway, so flow like the water, like the spring. Y'all see, real life is happening out here. Real life is happening out here. It's real out here. But I make these videos for this purpose, because in this thing that we're all in, right? In this ship of relations that we're all in, we each have a part to play. right? Everyone has a part to play in making sure this ship gets to where it needs to be, this craft. And a part of what I do is healing. And that means many things, and it takes on many forms. So it's not, to me, that does not just look like one thing. It does not, it's not just vitamins and minerals. It's not just blueberries and strawberries, right? It's not just butterflies and bees. It's not just the sun. It's so many things. It's many things. But one of the things that we can forget about in our day-to-day that I always want to bring you back to is you. Because if you think about it, when we were kids, we learned a lot of things in school. Specifically, if you were schooled in the traditional education system, and meaning that you were not homeschooled and taught like from a different curriculum. But if the standard educational system, if that was your upbringing, then most of us were educated in the same or similar fashion. The one thing that I don't remember learning was me. Now, we learned biology. I didn't necessarily learn about my biology, though. We learned about history. I didn't necessarily learn about my history. We learned about, did we learn about space? I'm trying to remember. It's been a couple days. But my point is, it's up to us to fill in those gaps and to make sure that we know these things and that our children know these things. But sometimes as the adults in the situation, we get so caught up in the day-to-day functionings of everything and being the adults that we forget about us. We even forget sometimes as parents, we forget about us, specifically as women, because women are normally seen as, and rightfully so, as, the primary nurturers, because we are the child's first home, living in our womb. So the child's first home is within us. And so we have a different relationship with our children. Both parents, of course, their relationship should be honored and respected for what it is. But the point of this is to say, you have to remember to put the mask on yourself, right? When you go on the airplane, that's what they tell you in the event of an emergency. Put the mask on yourself before you put it on someone else. Because if you run out of oxygen, guess what? You're no good to anyone. And so these videos are about giving you the oxygen, breathing that life back into you, and helping you to breathe that life back into yourself, so that you remember to take some time every single day, every day, to recenter yourself, refocus yourself, move your body, give your body good oxygen, good water, good energy. And by good, I mean that's productive and helpful for what it is that you're trying to do in your life. That's what I mean when I say good. Is it helping you to get to where you're trying to go? Is it giving you the energy that you need to get to where you're trying to go? Then let it be good. Let it be good. Does it make you feel good? Right? How does it make you feel? Do you feel good? Do you feel good? Like I said, when I ate those pancakes, my knee didn't feel good. So I know that I have to do something differently because that didn't make me feel good. I felt good when I was eating it, but the after effects I didn't feel good, right? And so, move your body, move your body. So whether you are out pumping iron, whether you're running races, whatever it is that you're doing, how is it keeping your heart rate up? How is it keeping you in shape? How is it helping you to run these circuits, right, in the circulatory system. How are you running the circuits? Not the circus. Not to be confused with running the circus, because some of y'all are running a circus. But how is it running the circuit? The circuits within your body. How are your circuits running? Right? Remember, we're talking about the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. They both have a purpose within your circulatory system. They both have a function. And we want to make sure that we give our body, our vessel, the ship, what it needs to function. Just like you wouldn't go and put, cheap gas in a Maserati or even a BMW. You wouldn't go and put, lesser quality gas in that. If your body says don't eat pancakes, then maybe you shouldn't eat pancakes. At least not for a particular period of time. I keep saying that because I really like pancakes, y'all. But anyway. Anyway, this video is not going to be too long. I just wanted to come out in the sun, get some movement, share with you all what's happening in real time. As you see the butterflies float by, to remind yourself of who you are, that you are, and may you have the day that you intend, that you set out for, and that is for your highest good. If you have any questions about any of the products that we sell at Conscious Creations, visit our website at www.consciouscreations.live. Make sure that you pick up anything that you need, mind, body, soul, wellness. We got you covered. Until next time, love yourself well. You deserve it.